Aries, looks like we're about to have a breakthrough for a very long awaited, what may have felt like a stalemate, or the lack of clarity on a situation, a decision, a choice, a stalemate, perhaps, if you will. But that looks like it's about to be over. Something else is about to manifest. So let's, angels, ancestors, divine guides, and spirit, the great power that holds up and creates worlds, the first source and center, the fountain of the all, the Akashic records, and the great halls of wisdom. We ask for a clear and protected message for the collective of Aries, for their highest good manifestation and empowerment. For the one, for the all, in great gratitude and appreciation, I say Amen Ra. Justice. You're finally gonna get what you want, Aries. And let's clear the spaces, yours and mine. You know, yeah, autumn, which is the season that we're in here in America, in North America, in the Midwest. We're in autumn, and this is a season, you know, that is amazing to watch the vibrancy of these trees as they drop their leaves and become bare, most of them at least. And then they return in the spring, green and fluffy and dancing in the wind, you know. But there's a sacrifice. There's an ending, a death and a rebirth, an ending and a new beginning. And this is the perfect time to ride with that wave. To leave, what do you want to leave behind? What do you want to gain? What do you want to learn? What do you want to accomplish, achieve? What do you want to see? What new seeds do you want to plant in the spring? Because autumn is the end of that cycle, right? Autumn and winter, this is, you know, the spring comes and we plant new seeds. And we watch them grow and blossom through the summer, and then we harvest them in autumn, and then we have winter, and it's just a cycle. We are no different. And there are different forms of light that we grow from. So let's find out what the energy, overall energy. This is the card that just came out, the High Priestess. Oh, I love it. All right, Aries. You know, my partner is an Aries, and, you know, we were discussing headaches that he's had his whole life, and I looked it up in one of my books, and it stated that Aries, you know, they rule over the head, and that they are prone to headaches. And I talked about maybe the spiritual energy that's coming in, you know, crown chakra, third chakra. When those chakras are out of balance, when they're not activated, when they need to be cleared, you know, maintenance on your chakras, your energy system. You release pressure, you release light, you're allowing a flow. The mechanism is working better, and that may be allowing the spirit, working with the spirit realm more, trusting the spirit realm, which then, you know, reflects in you finding your gifts, abilities, strengths, you know, numinous or magical experiences, whatever, however you want to throw that down. The High Priestess is the Egyptian Uazit, Uazit. And I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's what we're going to go with for now, all right? Known to the ancient Egyptians as Uazit, this cobra goddess appeared on the crown of pharaohs as the uraeus, the upraised cobra. Uazit appears in a variety of forms: a winged cobra, a crowned cobra, or a woman wearing a vulture headdress and the red crown of northern Egypt. In human form, she holds a papyrus scepter with a long snake twined around it. A goddess of great power and magic with a K, Uazit was closely connected with the god Ra and the goddess Isis. The scrolls and the hieroglyphs represent hidden spiritual mysteries and ancient magical practices. Who better, Aries? Well, I mean, there's all kinds. But what a great choice, you know, because Aries rules over the head. You know, you're known to be logical, to take control, to be bold, to live on the edge, to live the, you know, Aries are just you're the, you know, the planet of Mars, the god of war, the planet of, you know, you're a lot of fire, you know, you're a cardinal fire, but, you know, you rule over the head and the logic and the analysis and the knowledge and the law and all of that, however that applies to you, Aries. Like, just imagine, like, opening that other pyramid, you know, that other triangle, that third point of the triangle. You got mind, you got body, and some of you, Aries, you have mastered mind and body. And now it's time to put that synergy online and master that spiritual side of yourself. And the High Priestess is about, even though it's female energy, male or female, this is about your intuitive inner, like, ascension almost. You know, the mastery. Mastery is like, you know, the king, and queen of cups in my mind. And the High Priestess is like ascension. Like, that's a whole nother level. Like, so imagine, you know, you let this light in, you start working with your crown and third eye chakra. If you're not already, the way that Aries takes in information and what you do with knowledge and information, imagine spiritual knowledge and information now coming in. You know, Jedi magic, you know, like, just trusting your intuition, unlocking your gifts. I mean, this is what the flowering magi is about. You are the flowering magi. I am the flowering magi. I am the oracle for flowering magicians. I am as well a flowering magician. There's so many different seasons, and people are at different points in blossoming and unfolding. And there's just, unlocking your intuition is just the first step. Right, one of the first steps, actually, like recognizing it's there. Casting some shadows here. I guess it doesn't matter. This is amazing to have that. And the High Priestess comes right before the Empress and the Emperor in the tarot. Major Arcana straight out the gate. Your first message. Your intuition, your spiritual wisdom, your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual connection, your spiritual power. This is the overall energy. Light, you know, light, that illumination coming in. That's beautiful. I know an Aries in touch with their tuition and their spiritual gifts. I mean, right? Right. All right. What is the current energy situation? Wow. Straight out the gate. Y'all ain't playing. Knight of Cups. as well. The Kraken, the Tower. Wow. Yep, spiritual knowledge. Ah! The Chariot and the Moon. Wow. All right, we have Cancer energy here for sure, strong in your reading, because we have the Chariot and the Moon. We have the major arcana of cardinal water, the Chariot, and the major arcana of the Moon, which is the ruling planet over the Cancer, the Chariot. Wow. I mean, where do we even start, Aries? Wow. Where do we even start? So the other night, again, my partner's in Aries, and right before the moon was about to be full, it was beautiful. The sky was crystal clear. The moon was up. Venus was next to her, and 3 owls, one directly across the street, one east, one west, began speaking to each other. My first experience with an owl in the moonlight as a cardinal water sign. And then just after the moon began to wane, again, there was the owl. I believe it was last night, was in the backyard. As soon as I began to pull my cards out, within a couple minutes, you heard the owl in the back. And the owl is here twice. So I say that to say that, especially here, this time of year, these animal messengers are speaking to us. It's part of reading the messages the universe is sending to you. High Priestess. Being in touch, being in tune, being aware. So I mentioned this because the Chariot, I'm really digging these cards, because these cards are giving me even more, context and vision of what the tarot cards, the meaning, the possibilities. And the Chariot is major arcana. This is a card of victory. Cancers, if you know cancers are extremely intuitive. They live between two worlds. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. That's hence the crab. They live on land. They can travel between land and water is the conduit between the spirit world and our realm. So Cancers are naturally, and the moon is about intuitive energy, dreams, seeing clearly, seeing your intuition, using your intuition. The moon is about transmuting all the BS in your vibration that's keeping you from hearing your intuition, your spirit guides, the truth. The moon clears that out. The moon's like, come on, that's why people get emotional when the moon is full. Because they're not using it. We're made up of water. The moon rules over water, so it doesn't even matter. The moon affects everybody on the planet. All the planets do, but the moon, especially because we're all made up of water, it's pulling out that emotional energy. That's, excuse my French, it's fucking up your vibration. So you're tapping in and out, or you're disconnecting from your magic and your faith. Like when you think about faith, like faith is like, you don't even understand. Like faith is like this crystal that powers your ship. And that's what the moon does. So the Chariot, you know what? I'll let you learn it like I learned it. Let's start with the Nine of Pentacles, shall we? This is going to be a beautiful reading, Aries. You know, this is the time of the year that the veil between the two worlds grows thinnest, and it is thinnest on the night of Hallows Eve. Dreams, pay attention to your dreams. The Nine, oh, I'm sorry, not the Nine of Wands. What the front door is gone? Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles represents Lilith. Although Lilith was turned into a succubus that preyed on sleeping men, she began as a benevolent deity aiding childbirth. Lilith's true character is revealed by the image on this card. An aspect of the great mother goddess, Lilith is connected with the moon cycles of life and the owl, wisdom and initiations. The spiral shells over her heart represent the life force that connects generations. Pentacles of protection swirl around her. And there's an owl, of course. As they stated, and they talk about shells, and Cancer's rule over shelled creatures. It says, your financial situation is changing for the better. Stress is evaporating. Material well-being and safety. Build a strong security base. Meditate on this card to build up your resources and to make right financial choices. So there's this wisdom and this initiation. Almost like this leveling up. And then you have the Chariot card that comes next, which is a card of victory, triumph, movement, travel, moving, just moving forward, like finally moving. But let me show you, like, this was probably one of the most beautiful explanations of the Chariot. The Chariot, the centaurs. Centaurs were pictured by ancient Greeks as having the upper body, head, and arms of a human man, and the lower body and legs of a stallion. One branch of centaurs was aggressive, wild, lecherous, and loved to cause chaos. The others were skilled wizards and shapeshifters who used their ancient healing wisdom and teachings to help humans. The two types of centaurs on this card remind us that we must maintain control and balance of both aspects of our physical and spiritual natures. Only when both sides are in harmony can they control the Chariot and remain on course. So the Chariot is like this vehicle that once you learn how to balance the two, the duality, the yin and the yang, the opposite energies, once you learn how to balance and use them together, and you create this harmony of this vibration, that's when you activate the divine vehicle of your Chariot. The Chariot. That's what takes you where you want to go and moves you out of where you don't want to be. Because the Chariot is also described as, like, Cancers. We get the heck out of there. When something ain't right, we get the heck out of there. We get on our Chariot and we go. And, this is a card of moving forward fearlessly, because you activated this divine vehicle that sends you on an upward trajectory. It says, if you sustain your efforts, a conflict or struggle, you will win in the end. This card can also mean unexpected good news, travel, or change in your life. Practice self-control to reach your goals. Use to gain self-confidence. Like, this is beautiful. And again, there's this wisdom here. When they were talking about the centaurs, this wisdom that they had, like, there's this wisdom that's being bestowed to you. This is the missing link to everything. And it's so simple, and it's been within you the whole time, Aries. And it's been trying to connect with you and talk to you. And I feel like this is a season of you're just going to get it. So we got the moon here, right? With a unicorn and an owl. And the moon was just full. And again, this is about paying attention to your dreams. This is about releasing things that will distort your connection and interfere with your connection, your high priestess energy of like just being, you know, your intuitive energy, your gifts and abilities, your connection to the universe, you know, using your spiritual power. This is just so beautiful. The moon, which is 18, which is a 9. That's so beautiful. La 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 la. La la la. Anywho, the moon is the unicorn. I bet a lot of you Aries feel like you are, you know, the last unicorn in a way. You know what that means. Okay. The fabulous unicorn is often depicted with the head and body of a horse, the whiskers of a goat, the tail of a lion, and a white spiral horn in the center of its forehead. Tradition says their horns provided an antidote for poisons and could restore good health to anyone who drank from one. However, the swiftness of this solitary creature made it impossible to catch. The moon card reflects the waxing and waning of cycles in life and initiations into the inner spiritual mysteries with a capital M. The owl, an emblem of wisdom, can see through the concealing shadows to the truth. You must look beyond illusions and see the truth. You are entering a perceptive cycle that allows you to tune into spiritual vibrations. What? This is a good time to see beyond people's masks, open psychic channels, and make needed changes. Use in spells to reveal the truth or to access and develop psychic powers. Wow. And there's a 9 here, so we have 9 and 9 here. Yeah, it's kind of coming in. It's coming in, and it's coming in through that water energy, that cup energy. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Let's find out. This is just. All right, Manannan Mac Lir is the main sea god of the ancient Celtic pantheon. Son of the oldest sea god Lir, Manannan was a shapeshifter whose magical protective armor made him invisible. When Manannan rode through the ocean waves, his vessel was powered only by the energy of the sea itself. In this card, Manannan rides his magical sea chariot over the foaming waves. The silvery salmon swimming around him symbolizes ancient wisdom and knowledge. Divinatory meaning. If this card relates to a person, she/he is a kind but unreliable friend. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Knight here. If the card represents situations, a message of love or proposal may be coming your way. You may be so deeply involved with someone that you don't see clearly. Use this card in spells to reveal the truth about the love you have for someone. I spoke about revealing the truth in one of the other cards. I mean, and that may be very true for someone, but with the moon, the Chariot, the High Priestess here, and the 9 of Pentacles, there's just all so much speaking about wisdom and initiation, like a spiritual, it's like the missing link is that for a lot of you. And for some of you, this is just confirmation, you know, affirmation, but it's in your intuition. You got the 9 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Moon, and the Knight of Cups. You know, the Knight of Cups in the tarot is about, you know, a change, you know, something coming in that's going, you know, to bring you joy or love or a new emotion coming in. a wish come true, a cup. Someone acting on their love for you. And for some of you, yeah, there's something that needs to maybe, an emotion that needs to be released. Something that needs to be seen clearly. So trust your intuition. I wonder if this is even a test to see just of your intuition. What else do we have? Wow, 3 more cards. Yeah, we have 6 of Cups, more water energy. So we got Cancer energy here twice, and then we have water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here twice. Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. High Priestess is moon and water energy as well. And then we have Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Interesting. Six of Cups. A new beginning. The Fool is on the bottom. Interesting. So we have 6 of Cups. More water energy, more intuitive, emotional energy. Water comes up a lot. Again, Aries, I always say it. Water comes up for you a lot. Like, you know, it's kind of like the last airbender. Like, you know, we have our own element, but we still, you know, the other elements are still part of us. You know, water, even though you're fire, water, your emotions are still part of you. Water energy, so is your mental energy, air. And, you know, that sacral chakra, root chakra, that fire energy, that those things that make you excited and passionate and, you know, that spark you. So there's that. I just thought I would say that. 6 of Cups, Yemeya. Yemeya, as goddess of the ocean and the daughter of Adudua, the earth goddess. Yemeya holds a high position of respect. She is the mother of 14 other gods and goddesses of the sacred Santeria pantheon. She is associated with the ocean and also birth. Women petition her when they want to conceive children. Yemeya is extremely powerful and beautiful. An old flame may re-enter your life. Gatherings could put you in contact with people from your past. Pleasant memories have the path for a better future. Pleasant memories pave the path for a better future. And I feel that. I feel that. You know, the 6 of Cups is the energy of like a return of more playful, joyful, lighter times. And with the 9 of Pentacles suggesting an ease of stress and ease. 6 of Cups is, you know, and for somebody there could be, you know, this represents somebody who's very powerful and very attractive. And for some of you, you know, it might be, we have Knight of Cups here, a love returning from the past. But, you know, for those of you that are in a relationship already, you know, seeing something clearly might be seeing something about somebody, seeing something clearly about somebody that you're with. Maybe their spiritual beauty, their spiritual energy. Together you're going to have some kind of spiritual experience. And some of you just need to make sure that you're being, you know, true to yourself and being honest with yourself. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean just make sure you know where you stand. Make sure you know you trust what you see. You trust your intuition. But there's, you know, there's this Chariot here too. Like, just, there's two Chariots here. The Knight of Cups has a Chariot, and then the Chariot card is here. There's this suggestion of moving, and then you have this Page of Cups. They're riding dolphins. So there's this movement. Moving to better times, you know. Page of Cups, the Nereids. The beautiful sea nymphs known as Nereids were the 50 granddaughters of the old sea god Pontus and Gaia, the Earth Mother. Another more Earth Mother energy. Water and Earth energy. Though related to mermaids, the Nereids had no scales or fishtails. Unlike the merfolk, the Nereids of the Mediterranean seas had emotions and feelings similar to those of humans. They enjoyed their ocean romps with Poseidon and the merfolk, and also rode their dolphins alongside Greek ships. You should carefully consider emotional involvements. This could mean a message of love, an engagement, or wedding. You have decided to take an emotional risk, but have no guarantee how your actions will turn out. Use for getting control of your emotions or for deciding if a choice is worth the risk. You know, and pages are usually messengers, you know, an emotion coming in. But maybe there's an energy of learning something about your past emotions. With the Page, an apprentice, someone who is being taught, who is a student. And you have the Six of Cups, that past energy, that childhood energy, that family energy. Maybe even a relationship from when you were a child. But there's like almost a processing with the Moon card here, a processing of emotions from the past, from your childhood. You know, and this is a collective reading, so there could be, that's why we're, you know, there could be, again, someone's could be returning from the past. And it's about your intuition. Some of you have been, it's resonating with you. You've been having dreams. You've been getting sensations or feelings. Someone's been popping into your head, or you've just got this uncanny feeling, or you've already bumped into somebody from your past. You know, and for those of you who are in love, you know, this is about a spiritual, again, this is about an inner journey. Maybe, like I said, understanding, you know, emotions from your childhood, processing those. But you got two pages here in a row, the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And we started out with the Nine of Pentacles, and now we have the Page of Pentacles. So let's find out what else. What else? Page of Pentacles, the flower fairy. Flower fairies vary in size. And most are very cautious in showing themselves to humans. They can shapeshift into other creatures, usually birds, if they need to escape. This tiny fairy appreciates the glory of nature all around her, reminding us that there is always enough prosperity to go around. Wow, just jumped out of my hand. That's what it felt like anyway. When you claim your own prosperity, you are not shorting someone else. Good news concerning money is on the way. Pay attention tonight to messages, particularly from dreams. Yeah. Allow nature to bring healing and balance into your life. Use in spells for making money magnet charms. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's good news coming. You know, we talked about last Six of Cups is also a return to those times like when things were easier and you were a kid and you didn't have so much responsibility or you weren't aware. You just kind of like lived life in the moment, enjoying, stopping and smelling the flowers, enjoying things, enjoying life. And the Six of Cups can be an energy of returning to that. And you have the Knight of Cups too. Like something is definitely coming in. The Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. And it could also have a lot to do with you becoming in line, in tune. When you become in tune with who you know, another aspect of your gift, so you open your intuition, you start work, things start to balance, things start to come into alignments, things start to move. Energy, I mean, the Chariot is a card of moving forward, fearlessly, travel. And then the Knight is a card of action, movement. A change coming, something's coming in, and you have this, you know, these two pages here back to back. But the card on the bottom of the deck is the Fool. And I hope I say this at least somewhat. The Amphisbaina. According to Greek legend, the Amphisbaina can move in the direction of either head if the two halves hold on to each other, creating a circle, which enables it to roll. The two heads are capable of acting independently, although they often think and work together as if of one mind. The Amphisbaina aptly portrays the fool, who when faced with choices often can't make up his mind or decides without enough information. If this is the first card in the layout, it may indicate that the wrong question is being asked, or that the questioner is hesitant about making choices. I feel like this is the last card, so it's the opposite maybe. Expect the unexpected. New beginnings or journeys into unknown areas. A leap of faith is required. Decisions must be made. If this card represents a person, she/he will be very unconventional, or maybe a wanderer without goals. Used to represent an unpredictable person or an unconventional outcome. And the Fool is like that. Yep, and there's the Two of Swords that I was looking at earlier when I was getting ready for your reading. Interesting. The Fool, yeah, Ace of Wands, there it is. It's been within you the whole time. It's just coming out, you know. The Fool is a new journey, a new beginning, ground zero, just you and what you know and trusting your intuition and moving forward. Yeah, and with the Page of Cups here with the Moon and then the Six of Cups. Some of you, yeah, you may have a dream. You may have an ancestor or someone from the past. You may dream about someone from the past and then hear from them. But there's really just this, you know, repetition of wisdom and initiation and kind of like this awakening. And with the High Priestess being the first card out, and then the Chariot and the Moon here, I mean, wow. And the Fool, you have 4 major arcana. This is huge energy. Water energy. The Fool. I mean, just this, the Chariot, the Moon, and the High Priestess. Wow, like it's like something has activated in you, your divine vehicle, your divine gift, something. It is, you know, it looks like the moonlight is shining on the High Priestess card, like, you know, like that's moonlight. And there's a lot of water energy, a lot of love here. Wow. you know, the initiation that activates this vehicle, that's finally going to move you forward. Melt away the stress, melt away the struggle. Give you a stronger spiritual connection, faith, power. That's beautiful. It's been within you the whole time, Aries, and that's what it is.